Howdy. Hey, if I uncover a forbidden relic from an archaeological ruin, let's say a ray gun, do you think I could leave it at your place for a couple of days for safekeep? So long, partner.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got anything rare you don't?
Howdy. Splendid. Splendid. Splendid.
Thank you.
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? Captain? No, he swore an oath to protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that. Dang, wow. Yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but then realized there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And, sorry, got too real there for a sec. Usually with them, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Well, yeah, I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially, if need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, well, see ya. Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in because my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not— Whoa. You really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. Alright, cool. Let me just put on— So, the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The highest tier represents the rocks I like the best. The mid tier represents the ones I think are alright, and definitely deserve a seat at the table, rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock. You seem pretty situated, but yeah, you're welcome. Okay, now you go. Wow, you think I'm useful as zinc? That's a tall order. I don't know if I can fill those shoes. No one's ever been able to make shoes large enough for zinc. That's why zinc wears no shoes. And tragically, I still and always do. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty, wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing, except maybe a tummy ache. Even if something isn't toxic, it's a good idea to wash it before you lick it. Probably ask first too. Yeah, that's just kind of a good rule for life. If last, but again, not least, is I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me? Ah, yes, salt. Nature's candy. I'm honored that you would even think to associate me with one of the world's most diligent and memorable condiments. Maybe one day I can work my way up to ketchup. Alright, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Yeah, well, it's pretty much all I do. You'd know a lot about rocks too, if you were me. Alright, final tier. These are a lot of what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine, It's the most common crystal in the world. Tuh, if you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Well, like just about any crystal really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us? Whoa, you think we're rebels? Maybe you are, but I need to step up my game. I'll start being more rebellious first thing tomorrow morning, if I can get Justice to give me the day off. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. See ya.
Hello! Uh-huh.
Honey, if an untidy. Are you interested in my research? Fantastic work! Now the mobile suit will be an unstoppable force, capable even of moving mountains. I do have tepid news to share. You see, following the last instances of me crashing the mobile suit, the city has elected to train a construction worker to operate it. Yes, I'm devastated as well. Really, it's a travesty. But save your tears, I intend to appeal this decision. Perhaps design a license test of sorts. Mark my words, I shall ride again.
Knock, knock.
Ah, you've come just in time. Gaze upon the glory of the Gundam Mobile Suit Mark II. Mobile Suit Mark II.
Amazing! Your inspiration for this design must have come from something very obscure again.
Yes, it did.
And hats off to you, too! Looks like this thing packs a punch. Can't wait to let it loose on that mean old mountain. Since we've already selected a pilot, we can get started tomorrow. Oh, also, Director, the diagram for the steel frames.
Can't you just let me enjoy my work for just a moment longer?
Fine. Good work. Keep it up. I'll call on you again when we're into the tunnel structural phase.
Just got another set of data, meaning that I'm one step closer to getting to the bottom of this.
What's the password?
Oh, just let everyone in already.
Okay. Welcome. You got my letters, I assume. Please, join us. Ahem. Greetings, toughest guys of Sandrock. You may be wondering why I've brought you all here today.
Can we hurry this up? Unsure and I need to be on patrol.
Indeed. I'll make this quick. Now, many of you have been wondering...
Yeah, okay, whatever. That's cool and all, and I really hate to do this in front of everyone, but it's spaghetti breakfast day at the saloon, so... Bronco, you're fired.
I've discovered the location of Logan's hideout!
Fired? Fired up? Impassionate, filled up with the juices of life. Now, tell me, buddy boy, where is that rotten-souled freebooter, so us chums can go show him once and for all that no one messes with Sandrock?
Follow me!
Hold on. I do actually need to go get some spaghetti. What say we meet in front of the train station after brunch?
What? Nah, hang on. This is Logan we're talking about.
I know, but I can't fight on an empty stomach. That's my only weakness. That and mirrors.
I'll pretend I didn't hear the second part.
Okay. I can reschedule things a bit. Just meet at the train station when you're all ready.
Hey guys, I'm subbing in for Captain today. He said he might come in later if there's nothing else going on. If that's...
Right. Everyone ready? Most excellent.
Indeed. My fists tingle in tantalizing titillation. The thought of finally having my knuckles reunited with Logan's malicious veneer. Oh, how I've longed for this day. But first, tell me, old chap, just how did you do it?
I've got an informant, a mole who's been tracking Logan's movement for some time now.
You got a mole? Someone on the inside feeding you information?
That is correct. Our objective today is to make contact with the mole. He's promised me the location of Logan's hideout, but he's a real underground character. Likes to get his hands dirty. Not sure if we can trust him. But if all goes well, from there we head to Logan's hideout, and you better believe I'm gonna need backup.
Hope you haven't gotten in over your head, pal.
Backup you shall have, old chum. Let us embark.
Follow me!